Okay,
Looks good.
go live.
Yeah, sounds good. Hello, everyone.
Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome back to the
Hey.
layout. Happy Thursday.
Hey, yes, happy Thursday. It feels like forever since we got to see you guys.
That's for sure. Like I said, it was all for a good cause. So, yeah, quite a few things transpired. The last time that we were live, I was using a new system, but I couldn't tell anything about it because it was part of a used collection that we got, but the controller was literally like brand new, but I just
Mm-hmm.
needed to test it just to make sure that everything worked to close the deal. The deal is closed, it's ours. So, we are using the ECU cab control DCC system,
Mm-hmm.
and it is really, really handy. It kind of operates like an Android phone, and what I love about it is that you can make an entire roster of locomotives, of course, but something that the Dynamis didn't do very well is you can create panels. Now, of course, that's not going to come up very well, but I can create panels of all my switches and have like different panels and all kinds of things. This thing apparently can handle 16,000 locomotives, so I'm sure that can take us into the future a little bit.
By the
So,
way, I want to say hi to James and Kyle and Nathan and Mark and Glenn and Rich and Ryan. And Glenn said, by the way, Jimmy from DIY and Digital give you and your shop a shout out, one of his recent videos. We know
yes, yeah,
he had reached out to be part of his little pilot program, I guess, featuring train shops, and we of course said yes, and it's been nice. We were
yeah,
very fortunate for that. Appreciate it. And
yeah. Jimmy's a top-notch guy, that's for
mm-hmm.
sure. I always loved his channel, so that was really cool when he asked us if we want to get some free promotion, and how could you say not? Which he's going to be working on advertising on his channel, and I think that's just such a great thing because
Mm-hmm.
as a model train community, I think we're all looking for services, and sometimes they're difficult to find. I mean,
Yeah.
repair people,
We keep
weathering
getting
people.
emailed, do
Yeah,
we repair? And
yes.
we're two people. We don't currently, but little things like that, it would be awesome. Now, I'm assuming everyone can hear us because I felt like I did not hear anyone reply. I didn't see anyone reply to us since we started talking, really, other than
Well,
a good evening.
I'm sure we'll
I'm
get a
sure.
reply that, hey, you guys can't hear you.
I guess we would have by now.
Yeah. Hey, that's a sign it's been a moment.
That is true.
uh, what I love about this controller is I can control it from anywhere, so I can literally do that and not have to like, try to.
Yeah.
I used to have to aim for the infrared to catch, and half the time it didn't. So I'm looking forward to possibly our best show yet.
Yes. Everyone's saying loud
Good,
and clear. Hear
good,
you good, 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 good. I guess
good.
you were just taking in the chit chat.
Yes.
So
So,
that's super exciting. It was part of a collection we got. Which stay tuned. We are gonna be doing a preview video. I hope to film it tomorrow. We'll see what happens. No
yes.
promises. But it's like almost all new N scale. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's like everything on our layout, but like an N scale. Like
Yeah.
it's the dream for a modern operator.
The guy that contacted us, he was from Chicago. Um, he just is all over the place working. I think he's a truck driver, possibly. He bought everything for his dream layout and never ran it. So he might. There were like 4 used locos in there that were lightly used, but the rest new.
Yeah,
So it's crazy. So we got pretty much new stuff and modern and
yeah,
scales. So
it's awesome.
it's yeah, that's coming
Yeah. So
very
again,
soon.
yep, sign up for a newsletter because
Mhm. Mhm.
one thing about the newsletter too, this is a bit of housekeeping I think that we should address. When we send out those like sneak peeks, the purpose of them is sort of expanding because um how do I want to say? We used to kind of just do the sneak peek, then we'd start listing everything for sale online. But we also have a small train shop and in a mall about 30 minutes away from where we live. So once a week or so, we'll take new products there. So in a collection like this, it's hard to find good quality N scale, and we sure got the load of it right there. So um, yeah, we might be tagging some of the items for our shop. So long story short, if you see something you like, there's no guarantee it'll be actually on the website immediately following, the next week or so.
Mhm.
So that's just a nice way to make sure everyone can claim, because we know not everyone lives here in Schuylkill or Dauphin County here in
Mhm. Mhm.
Pennsylvania. So that helps to keep things fair for everybody. But yeah, with that said, so story number one with the layout, of course, is the new controller. Story number two is kind of a big deal. So, uh, wow, it has been a moment since we like had a proper operating session. So I remember saying like, if everything goes good, the layout's gonna be complete. Well, things didn't quite go good. I was trying to get some switches from a friend, but they weren't up to par. They had some issues and everything. There was a lot of, I don't know, the electronics were messed up and it was shorting out the whole layout. So it just didn't work out. So we just got some new arrivals in from Bachman. We had a big Easy Track restock. So like I like to say, I went to Trains in the Valley and I picked up some switches. The layout is done per the plan. Now, is the layout ever done? Of course not. We'll probably swap stuff here or there,
Mhm.
but essentially to the plan, the layout is
The
done.
track.
Yes,
The track is laid.
yes, yeah, and I actually before we kicked off, I saw a comment about Homo soap versus foam. Honestly, it's not so much a preference; it's just where we are in the phase of everything. Because eventually we'll be moving a block and a half down the road, or 2 blocks, whatever it is. We're not going too far, but one day we'll have to transport this down to the new train shop, and then we'll also be building a permanent layout as well, which is going to be, if you guys think this is crazy, that's going to be really, really out of hand.
Yeah.
But still, we're really grateful for this layout. It's awesome, and I'm really looking forward to operating it. So I won't ramble here too much, but definitely had an exciting time getting that finished. I got some triangles cut, so now I can navigate into the yard. What that was is the original plan. Um, didn't have like 6 extra lines, and now they do. And I'm like, well, I gotta make triangles to make it work, but I can handle that.
And they got great.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really excited to get operating. I just learned how to consist 2 locomotives together, so that seems to be running smoothly. Just took care of that this afternoon. So yeah, so the main event of tonight will be just kind of getting the class 1 yard sort of organized, get it broke in a little bit, so to speak. And then I'll be breaking out some different equipment that you guys didn't see yet in the very near future. But for now, we're just going to keep things kind of familiar. But
Mhm.
I want to kind of go through my roster a little bit. I'll probably be thinning some stuff out. So keep on watch for that as well. And I think with that said, I think it's time to run some trains. What do you guys
Yes.
think?
Do it.
All right.
Which
Hey,
shot do you want this at
we'll go
then?
to the Conrail. We got
The
him picked
Conrail
up
then?
first,
Okay.
and we'll have some fun. Again, it's so great to see everyone here. I see that we're gravitating towards 2,100 subs, which is really cool. I know our content been on the light side, but I've been pulling like really long days down at the train shop. Been working with my dad and another friend, but we're
Gutting.
yeah, we're not contractors, but then again, I guess we sort of are. So, yeah, so been super busy. Of course, when we have a train shop, content is going to come a lot better, but of course, we want to keep up with actually being a legit business. That kind of comes before content, even though the content's a lot of fun. But with
Mhm.
that said, let's run some trains. It's a long day and I'm ready to relax.
Do it.
All right. See you on the track. I'll try it. I'll try searching it. Okay, that was a total bug, but I can't say that was our fault. That was application related. Well, like I wanted to say, Conrail from Scale Trains Heritage Unit, definitely a nice unit. And then I want to reveal the Class 1 yard here. So it's kind of tough to grasp how intense it really is, but it goes back there, it winds around. Yeah, it's sweet. So let's see if we can get this thing organized, because as you guys saw, there's been a lot of clutter here for a while. We're gonna get that resolved tonight, hopefully. Well, we'll start to. It always feels good to run trains at the end of a long work week. Well, we're not quite at the end, but we're near the end of a long work week. Then again, we kind of work like 7 days a week, so it's just fun to run trains when we can. And it's always fun to hang out here on YouTube. I'm definitely glad that the audio is working, because that would have definitely put a damper on the plan a little bit. Sorry about that, I just whacked the tripod. Sometimes I forget, like I'm so used to being stuck in a stationary position, so I don't have to be like in a trying to hit a receiver. That's just many years of using the other system kind of engraved in my brain. I love that beacon light. Yes, I have to remember myself. DCC system is called Cab Control by ESU. And the controller, you can buy controllers, I forget, you can add like 32 maybe. That's off the top of my head, but I think you can add up to 32 to the system, and they're called the Mobile Controller 2. It all comes as a package, but again, you can keep adding on. So that's what I'm really excited for, because of course, when someone else comes over to the shop and we want to run some trains in the middle of the day or whatever, I want to make sure I have some controllers on hand so we can jump right into it. It's going to be awesome. Meanwhile, Victoria will be working. No, it's all work. It's all play. It's all trains. Okay, I'm going to add one of these guys to the roster so I can properly get the light on here. There we go. There's our headlight. I know we got strawberry boxes in the background, but if you watch our channel, you know we're all about that. There we go. We're in focus finally. I think it was focused on my little dump truck. Yep, Victoria's sneezing again. Allergies have been bad for us this year already. Alright, Great Northern Pear is coming out of the crossover on its way here. Gonna see if we can get some passenger service going on while we switch some cars around. Layout size is 16 by 12. Oh, Victoria's blowing her nose, sneezing. Yeah, 16 by 12, it's certainly enough space to have a lot of fun. I mean, I won't say do like me and cram as much track as possible. I have room for about like 20 trees. No, I got some room for some stuff, but like I said, it's not the main focus. Okay, I gotta get my lights right for this loco because we're legit here. Let's see here. Okay. I didn't really get to customize all these U-boats yet, but they are so nice. Bowser makes a good locomotive. Definitely awesome. Alright. Let's run some passenger service. We got a derailment here. I thought it derailed, but I think it was just... Oh no, it did hop over. I'll try it again. That would be the first derailment with this. Honestly, I'm not sure if it is a derailment or something's just stuck. I don't know. I didn't get to really do all the maintenance I'd like to on this yet. Oh, something's going on. You know what? Maybe... Oh, I know what's wrong with it. I didn't have the locos juiced up enough. And now I actually did derail it in the process. That's funny. Oh. Yeah, that was a pretty good derailment there. You know, that's funny. We didn't have any issues with these yet. I think that's what it was. It was fine. I just didn't have enough voltage going on to get these guys moving. And not saying that the cab control has plenty of voltage. It's like 7 amps. That wasn't the issue. Alright, time to come back for the rest of this train. Alright. Now we're back in action, I think. Yeah, that's so funny. Usually I just set and forget the passenger train. But we are pulling out of the siding at the moment. Alright, now it looks like we're a little smoother here. Okay, now, time to sort. So I'm going to start the sorting process with putting similar cars together. And then another thing too, on this, whenever we have issues where, something derails and it's not just my fault, then in the north side of the yard, which is closest to you at the moment, that's where we'll be storing some maintenance away equipment, some extra locomotives, and most importantly, that's where we'll store the cars that have some issues. When the tracks get full, well, that means it's time to schedule a show where we repair some stuff and see if we can assess, because I'm sure we'll have plenty of things with issues, as we usually discover. But that's the nature of some of these items are used, some are new, but they all have their little tune-ups that they could use. But it'll be fun to go through all that together. Okay. And you have to bear with me with the camera angles tonight. There's kind of a lot of action that's spread around a lot. So until I get like double the amount of cameras, there might be a little dead time, but that's kind of trains, you know, in real life. When we go rail fan for 3 hours, it's usually like 10 minutes of trains. so, so I guess there's a reality to that. But hey, that's what the chat's for. It's great to have you guys with us. Okay, let's get in the yard here and see what we can do. Oh my goodness. Victoria made me jump. I was like really into what I was doing. We're gonna put some maintenance cars in the other part of the yard.
Some people jump.
What?
Bunch of people jumped from the snooze.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, the crazy thing is she's like 10 feet away from the camera. Maybe more like 15. Alright, I'm really happy with how everything's going. We're probably going to be on for about 10-15 minutes yet. Just to get ready for tomorrow and all that stuff. But don't worry, we'll be back. We're not going to wait 2 weeks to be back again. It's amazing how time flies, so.
the comments today? Did you see any comments in there? I'm gonna get your question and then you can answer it.
All right, Rich posed a really good question. So, bus lines are definitely a big concern for a lot of people. I don't know how things are going so well, but I just literally have one red wire to the main track. And like I said, I think this thing has about 7 amps of juice. And it's like crazy because we now have, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 DCC switches in this yard. Then there's 8 more around the layout. There's a bunch of locos sitting in the other yard, and it technically uses power even when they're not running. Of course, it uses more power when they're running, but I don't know how I'm getting away with it, but I was kind of prepared to have to do a bus line, but I don't know. It's crazy. But of course, with our bigger, more widespread layout, we'll definitely be doing things legit, but somehow I've been getting away with it. Though I am curious to see how much voltage I'm actually getting, like at the furthest extent, to see if it really is. But I haven't noticed like any power issues, and certainly some of my locos are really touchy. As soon as they hit a switch, they'll like lose power sometimes. And yeah, really haven't had issues, especially not live. That's usually when all the issues happen. But yeah, so there's the answer. I know it's not common practice, but I seem to be getting away with it for now. But we'll see as things go on. But honestly, it probably is about the max amount of stuff that I have on right now at the moment. Okay, now.
Papa John said he caught the Interstate Heritage unit today.
Nice.
I didn't even see that one.
Yeah, the Interstate Heritage is really, really a nice looking unit. Yeah, that's for sure.
Am I switching view?
No, that was just a mistake.
You're in the back.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking to Victoria. We wanted to do something big for National Train Day next Saturday, but we talked about this months ago, and now, well, it's a little crazy with working on the property and everything. We'll see. Maybe we'll check our calendar, throw in an extra. Maybe I'll go solo. You know, I could literally operate this for like, well, for a long time. Well, at least until the controller dies. That's the only thing. I think the controller has... Well, I guess it just depends on usage. But let's see what... Yeah. Oh, I'm only like 74% of battery, so that's not too bad, actually. Oh, everything's firing up now. Okay. Strange, I'm having a issue, of course. Well, that'd be a good time to cut to Victoria and we'll wind down. I accidentally closed the app and kind of lost control here. Well, we'll do that.
What was happening?
Okay.
Oh, am I going to? Yep. Okay.
Alright. I just learned a lesson. Don't try to switch apps on the thing while you're running trains. I wonder if that was a flaw or something, but I wanted to see how much battery life I had, and everything just started every loco wanted to start moving at the same time. I think that was a little scary. I don't know what I hit. Well, I'll figure that out, then I'll not do that again. Right?
Still learning a new system, so
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I heard everything ramping up.
it sounded really loud. I thought something was running into something else.
Yeah, well, there's our theory, like I was just talking about. I'm like, well, they're not all running at once. Well, they were for a minute, I think. No, I don't know. It was just something strange. Well, it doesn't turn me off against the system at all. That was just me trying to do too much at once, probably.
Classic.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think it just got disconnected. So yeah, I'm trying to figure that whole thing out too, because you can hook it up to your home Wi-Fi as well as having a Wi-Fi connection from the controller to the unit itself. I think once you hook it up to your, well, I have to learn more about it, but I think once you hook everything up to one Wi-Fi system, it gives a lot more control. You can actually hook it up to JMRI and all that good stuff too. So that'll be interesting as well. We'll see how all that stuff goes, but we'll take one thing at a time.
So, here we are, the end of the night. We ran trains. We had fun.
I'm sure I missed out on a lot of awesome comments.
There's a very lively chat box tonight. Chat room, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, and Glenn has a HS Scale video playlist. See, I'm like...
Well, I have that a while now. He emailed it to me. I showed you it.
Oh, yes. That's right. Trying to keep track of it all. But looks like it's been updated.
Yeah, I'll try to keep looking after it. Yep.
Yeah, so let's see here. We got 21 people in right now. That's awesome.
Rich says he has a dedicated Wi-Fi with his DCC system.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
your DCCC system? Wonder what that could be.
Oh,
What could is there?
there's always the next thing.
DCCC for
What?
Corey.
Well, I know there's LCC, but that's just the next chapter, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So Corey has been working hard at the property,
yes.
getting respirators on so that
Oh,
he don't have to breathe in lead paint and
yeah, there's lots of that.
stuff in his eyes.
Oh, I almost like I'm not even kidding. I thought I was gonna like not be able to do the show tonight. Like I went to bed with like scratchy eyes, woke up with scratchy eyes,
Hmm.
but I got it fixed. I got some good eye drops finally, and
They
oh
were just really dry.
yeah, there was just some random debris that landed up in it at one point, I think.
You can
Yeah.
only do so much to protect yourselves, and stuff still happens.
Yes.
But we're
We're moving forward.
hopefully you guys saw the latest Rails to Retail video,
Yeah.
and he has footage of another video that
Oh,
he has to
about two
edit.
more videos.
We should just make one big Grand Slam video.
Now I'm starting to like smaller updates because I want to try to keep you guys up to date better on what's going on. So,
Hmm.
yeah, I got one more video to get out, then it'll be like right up to what I've been doing this week. But it's a lot.
Gordon says if Corey puts a DCC system in to someone's layout, then it can really be DCC-C.
I like
Nice one,
that.
Gordon. I didn't know you were here, Gordon. Hello.
Hey, good to see you.
Did you read a good book lately?
I was just gonna say, I'm glad he grabbed that because we used to sell books locally, but I'm excited to get the library going on our website. It'd be good.
Hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And
Lots of work. Yeah, it is. The work kind of
mm-hmm.
multiplied. We'll get into that into the next installment. It multiplied times 10.
Multiply times infinity.
Well, but we already handled it, but I don't want to spoil too
I
much.
don't even know what you're talking about because there's been so much work.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy work. That's one good thing about it.
That is true.
Oh,
So here's a random question. We do not know when our strange shop will open. We don't know. We don't have an ETA, but we have a lot of people who like us from all over the country. Here's a question. When we have an ETA, when we open up, will you guys come from California and Illinois and all over the place and come to the grand opening?
oh man, we'll have to give out some good deals for people to get tickets.
Tickets? No, it'll
No,
be
I mean,
free.
no. I'm saying like they gotta fly here or something, you know.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm wondering if anyone they know what they're getting themselves into. I'm not
Yeah.
it's not unheard of for people to take trips
Yeah.
and road trips and
I
stuff.
know.
They could see a bunch of trains on the way here
Yeah.
and do like that could be like a grand trip from the one side of the country to well somewhere in the middle of the country.
Yeah, we'll hit the
I'm
road at some
wondering.
point too, but
Mark says
oh
yes,
yeah.
but I think aren't you in PA, Mark? So that'll be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Whenever the day comes, we don't know yet
Yeah, well,
because we're still like gutting things and we're trying to do everything on our own.
oh, Rich says he'll be in Gettysburg, and that's another thing too. Like
Hmm.
there's nothing that crazy. Like we already had a couple people over, so you know it's not official. Like come in and shop, but you can check it out, see what we
So
got going on.
we've had some people purchase and do pickup through our website, and they just met us at the shop, and they've seen the chaos that ensued with a fixer upper and a gut
Yeah.
job, and then it was just fun for them. So yeah, I don't think the shop will be open in August, but that doesn't mean you can't swing by and say hi
Yeah.
and see the progress of the shop, Rich.
Yep.
Now, I will say August is quite crazy for us. We have like a trip planned and a few other things planned, so you'll have to let us know.
Yeah, it's our anniversary month.
It's our anniversary.
Big 15 this year.
Yeah, we're gonna be married 15 years, which is crazy. And I was thinking about the other number. we were together for 2 years before we got married.
Yeah.
So that means we're going to be together 17 years, which is nuts.
Yeah. Well, on the long, like 12-hour work day down at the property, I can feel it. Oh well, we're still all young at heart with our
Yeah.
trains. Yeah.
Gordon says, I got to unbox my immediate previous shipment last night. Early great stuff. Thanks. Thank you,
Cool.
Gordon.
Awesome.
Oh, purchase and pickup sounds like a good idea for both of us. Yep. Yeah, because, shipping's not cheap, and we really don't keep any of the shipping, but not much, really. Not much
No.
at all.
No,
It
like,
goes to the postal service.
yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah, like when you see a shipping price, like say it's $6, that means we're paying $5 for the stamp. Well, not a stamp.
The postage.
For the label, and then $1 goes into the supplies.
Yeah, like the boxes, the bubble wrap, because we don't. We buy new boxes and bubble wrap. We rarely use used packing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I wrap everything. If you've gotten an order from us, it's all wrapped.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's not
I don't
cheap.
skimp on the wrap because I want to make sure your item gets to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's not cheap.
I think the only time we use like newspaper is like the big MTH boxes that are bigger than like the amount of space you can see of the camera.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Then we'll stuff it around the MTH Premiere boxes. Anything big G or O scale. We might. Yes, Rodney. Rodney's here. I didn't hear from Rodney for a while. I was wondering about Rodney. Glad you're here. All right. Well, thank you, Glenn. You could tell us happy anniversary in August too. So, we were gonna try to do something next Saturday for what is it, National Train Day. Initially, last year we did a huge Whatnot show. We don't do Whatnot anymore. I was hoping to do something this year. Don't really know if we'll even do anything. But if we do anything, it will probably be spontaneous, and you'll just get an alert because you're subscribed.
Yeah.
It probably won't be planned out. It'll probably just be.
We'll talk about it.
We will chit chat. Package great, Victoria. Good. Been wanting to catch the chat since I binged all of your layout the other video. Nice, Gordon. Glad you're here. Yeah, we used to do like 3 or 4 hour shows, but we're really trying to be disciplined with our night and morning routines, and we're still not perfect. And doing shows to midnight prevented us from having a good night routine, and in turn would make us not wake up and have a good morning routine.
Right.
So when you run your own business, well, even if you have a job, any responsibilities in life, you don't even have to have a job. If you're responsible for other human beings, you have to have a routine, or you should try.
Yeah.
So we're trying.
Yeah, and I've been like randomly waking up at 4:30 in the morning with no alarm lately, so
Yeah.
going to midnight could get a little rough.
Yeah.
Even though it's fun.
1.5 hours is fine for. What about 1 hour?
I'm
just kidding.
We always go
last time was an hour. It was almost an hour on the dot, but
yeah,
I was really trying hard.
Well, I want my big finish and all the locos kicked on. I guess I'll have to address, see what's going on.
Did it get hot where you guys live? Because I'm like dying down here.
Well, there's no breeze at the moment.
James says responsibilities are overrated.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Being an adult.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what my wild side says about Saturday. I think we should do like a crazy long stream, or at least I will. Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. I feel like
Not
there's
this-
something in our calendar that day. I can't remember.
Yeah, we'll have to see. There probably is. That's
The irony is I discovered you when you were on Whatnot last year for my first purchase from you, but didn't get around to everything else this year, lol. Well, that's cool, Gordon. That is so neat.
Yeah.
We enjoyed Whatnot. So here's the deal with Whatnot. Someone else had asked in the chat earlier. We liked doing it. The concept of like, here you go, purchase it, and show and be interacting like we are now. Mm-hmm. We liked that part. The part that we didn't like was when you run a business, your time has to be used very, like you have to make so much per hour basically to keep functioning as a business. Like you guys get paid per hour if you don't have a business. But we just it was kind of like wasn't worth the time we put into it, what we got out of it. So,
Yeah, I mean, and you never know.
really.
That could change as we get bigger, but honestly, like my view of it was like our stores, like our own website and our
Ours.
physical shop, like that started to take off. So like we didn't really have like we didn't know what to do with it, I guess you could say. Like we didn't have like a lot of clearance items, and
Yeah.
we didn't want to put like new stuff, like, well, it really wasn't a good market for new stuff.
No, we would try to do like even like a $15 car and we could barely sell that on there.
Yeah.
People preferred the cheaper, like think of an auction, cheap,
Hmm.
and we don't have a lot of that. We have more, mid tier items. We do have some cheaper items, but then after the fee, it's like, and the shipping at that time, I think Whatnot fixed up their shipping a little bit, but when we were doing Whatnot, you couldn't.
Like combine your
It
shipping.
was hard to combine, and you couldn't like say a price for the shipping. They created it based on like the weight and all that, and it wouldn't. It was just people were paying more than they
Yeah.
should have been.
Yeah, it was hard. Like someone like would have like a 5 pound box going like an hour away from us, and it would charge them like $80. And
Hmm.
then like we wouldn't see the money, and they wouldn't see the money. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Whatnot just kept the extra money.
yeah. So
So
it was a little rough, and
we got some uh customers out of the deal, aka Gordon and some other people. So
mhm,
we didn't mind it, but and like it that's why we were kind of inspired to do this,
yeah,
because we would do layout hangouts on there once in a while and we
hmm,
wouldn't sell anything. We would just show the layout off.
yeah,
But now we get to be landscape
yeah,
and not portrait.
yeah. That is handy.
But anyway, back to next Saturday. We'll see what ends up. Maybe Corey will be a one man band. Maybe he'll just.
Yeah, maybe I can keep the
I
comments.
feel like there's something on the calendar though for some reason,
Well,
but we'll
we'll
see.
find out. uh, so I've
Well,
been reading. We got some early birds in the chat as well. Yeah, I
and yet you guys stay up late.
yeah, I know, right?
I don't know how you do it, guys.
No, I love I love when I can get up in the morning. It was tough there for a while, but
I've had
it's
issues since the you know what happened in 2020, and I got the
the thing
the thing
like 6 times.
6 times.
Yay. Yeah, it
Yeah,
took a bit of a
took a
toll, but we're
toll.
getting there again.
Exhaustion is still here. We didn't have it for a while though, which is nice.
So,
Hopefully I don't.
knock on all the wood in this
Yeah,
building.
hopefully we don't get that for a
We don't
while
need
again.
no more sleepiness.
But anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, we were talking about side hustles. I was trying to get Kyle, he's gone now, but reselling is a legit thing. If you need a side hustle, just research on eBay, or not eBay. Research on YouTube. We're on YouTube right now. I should have knew. I should have said that. Research on YouTube, just like resellers and like their experiences. You could just like go to Goodwill and buy like something like, let's say, jeans or electronics, but do research on it before you buy it. And usually you can make more selling it on eBay, or like, what's that other one called?
Mercari?
Mercari?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
There's a couple different places like that, that you can just like, let's say you pay $10 at Goodwill, you might be able to sell it for 50 online. So
You never know. We never find trains at Goodwill though.
almost never. It's very rare. I mean, we don't even really go to Goodwills. We don't have to.
Yeah, well, the nearest anything from us is like 35 minutes,
Yeah,
so.
farm town.
Yes. Yes, sleeper 6 times. It was fun.
Yes. No, it wasn't. First time was the roughest though.
Yes.
I literally thought that I was gonna be taking my long sleep. I don't want to say words because
Well, we're having
we're on
fun here. We're having
YouTube.
trains. Yeah,
Anyway,
that's life though. Yeah.
yeah, Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
That was where we started our business. $60. We saw someone had a bin of trains and we went and bought them. But yeah, you have to watch for some characters on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it can definitely be tough, that's for sure.
But there's lots of resources out there to learn, is what I'm trying to say. Learning about things and then trying it is like worth it, especially if you have success. But I will say, you need to work hard to sell things. When you sell anything online, we sell trains, you sell clothes, you sell electronics, anything. It takes work.
Yeah.
I just want to emphasize that.
Yeah.
It's not an overnight success. You need to work at it just like you do a normal job.
Yeah. I mean, what one day maybe we'll have like a more complete video about, we're not where we want to be. Well, you should never be where you want to be. It's good
Always
to
strive to get better.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing though too. Like our first year it was like us versus competition, us versus this train shop and that train shop, and it's like, "Oh no, I just heard about this train shop." We don't even like look at that stuff. It's us versus us yesterday. That's how we operate our
Mm-hmm.
business. But um yeah, it is hard work. I mean, we're fixing up a property, we're doing all kinds of stuff right now. It's basically, I mean, we have some flexibility, but generally speaking, I'll put in about 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, that's intense, but like the thing is, to me, this is kind of like my downtime. I mean, we relax. We do have a personal life too, but this isn't the worst job in the world, but
Mm-mm.
it is a job. It is work. It takes a lot of time to list products, and Victoria takes all the pictures. I mean, 100 products turns into 600 pictures. It's a lot to process. But we'll talk more business later. we'll,
Yeah,
we'll get back into our weekly videos too at some point. But
that sounds
there's
like a plan.
plenty to do.
I hope everyone has a good night. Thanks
Yes.
for joining us on this ride to the valley and riding the train and watching the trains and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm just having fun talking here, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for all the support. You guys are awesome.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, it's great having you, like Victoria said. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out a little bit with us.
See you
Yep.
later.
Have fun.